He's inaccessible. And I can never try to be that, or emulate that, or achieve that. The truth is,
find your purpose on this painful planet. Imperfect persons cause we're prone to panic. Certain curses showing all their damage. Who's surging forward and gon' serve a bandage? Can we heal the stranded when they feel abandoned? Fight for truth when they lost so candid. Ignite the youth and stop reprimanding.
I do.
Little sauce.
Southrageous.
Light sauce.
TV.
Southrageous.
In the place
Appreciate
to
you,
be.
man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We got white dude in the building today, man.
Let's go, brother.
Y'all know Jay Savvy.
Shark Media.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. We all appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all having me. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Straight up.
Blessing the house, man.
Yeah,
with
man.
Your, with your
Absolutely.
presence, dog.
Appreciate you.
Cause I was just listening to some, we was just chopping it up a little earlier, man, and some of your shit's been hitting, dog. But
Thank you, man.
But
Thank you.
but you're
sure.
from
Thank you.
You're from Miami, right?
Yeah, originally from Little Havana.
Hey, hometown.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Havana?
Mr. 305 right here.
No. My mother's Nicaraguense. So I'm half. My father's German American, and
got the
he's
Spanish in
6'7", and my mother's 5'4", Nicaraguense, little Nicoya.
Yeah.
So my dad knew what he was doing. He saw something he liked. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I'm 6'3". My
yeah.
tallest girlfriend's been like 5'3".
Okay, so y'all know you know what you like.
Yeah,
It's
it is
just
what
a
it is.
combination. Opposites attract. You know, whatever.
Exactly.
I'm
More or
from,
less.
I'm from Miami
little
too,
pistols.
man, and I know that's we got a melting pot down here, man. Like
Yeah. It's good. It's a good vibe.
You're a dope artist, man. Yourself.
Thank you, man.
So
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I want like what influenced you being from Miami and shit like to hop on the hip hop side of things and go that route.
I think probably. I just think the culture is probably a little like misunderstood overall. I think everybody has the wrong. I feel like in a lot of ways like Miami's like a mixture of like Atlanta and New York. Like with like music, where it's like it's kind of our own vibe down here. You can kind of get a little bit of everything.
Right.
Or if you go to New York, you get one thing. Even if ideas and like trends change, and some people hop on this and that, like the core sound has always been a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So when it just comes to like the hip hop vibe, I always love like Southern production and like aggressive trap beats and bangers and UGK and Trick and Jeezy. Jeezy came crazy. Look at some love. You know what I'm saying? Even Pitbull should get some love. Even though before he shot off and did all like the world music, he was spinning some other stuff, and he was
still Mr. 305.
Yeah, he was still doing his thing or whatever.
Damn it, man.
Yeah. Money is a major issue by old school. You know what I'm saying?
Pitbull was hot back then.
So shout out to Pitt for doing this thing. But really, I guess in general, like I always kind of like. And I always liked music, you know what I mean? And my mother listened to a lot of music growing up, cleaning the house as a kid. My dad always listened to a lot of music, so I always listened to a lot of different stuff. Both my parents really listened to a lot of different stuff, so in my house you could hear Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, to the Eagles, to Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi, to Run DMC,
Generations
LL Cool J, Tupac, you know what I mean? Like it was always, you know what I mean? So I was always like, oh wow, you know what I mean?
So you soaked up
generation.
knowledge from like each
kind of. I was always like
different eras,
and I was always an observer.
So interesting, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
And you put that all in one, and you get like this musical paella.
Like to me, that's different because for me, like growing up in a Mexican household, it was not so much variety, bro. It was just like pure Mexican type of music. So like my like childhood is just like old school Mexican style. I didn't even get into like listening to rap or anything like that until I was like
until I came around.
Those tucanes de Tijuana.
Really?
That's it.
Well, my mother, she was. I mean, she's Nicaraguense, and she grew up over there, and she left after the war, an earthquake in like '72 or '73. But like she always grew up knowing Spanish. She always grew up knowing both languages. Yeah. And her father was like my grandfather. Her father was like a general in the Air Force in Nicaragua before it fell and all that. So like she grew up well. She grew up, things and this and that. She,
that's dope.
Had a nice house for their lifestyle or whatever. And she always knew English from a child.
Right.
And she loved American movies and this and that. So I think she always kind of was a little bit Americanized. Then she came over here and married.
Her and dad never had a problem with communication.
No, not really. So she loved American culture to an extent. But now the rules. And the strictness
back to
that was definitely Latina. That goes from
grandma.
No, I couldn't love it.
La chancla.
I come home at 11 o'clock. Let me smell your fingers. Let me smell your hair. Have you been smoking? You know what I mean?
You get
Get that chancleta, man.
The infamous, notorious chancla.
Hey, every Latino knows what the chancla is.
The flying chancla.
Hey, that's how I still kill most of the things in my house trying to trail around. Bro.
That's how kill flies.
They catch the chancla treatment, bro. Straight up.
Kill flies with chancla.
Hey, nah, but hey, you know, I mean, you get asked this a lot. I know you get asked this a lot, but but your name, my dog, white dude.
White dude.
Like
white dude music.
Did you create that, or somebody call you that one time and you decide to stick with it?
Everybody called me that at one time. It was just kind of like more of like a nickname, where like before I was really looking for a rap name, and even when I had one initially, because there's a trivia question. Maybe we'll release one day and we could like Aflac trivia question. What was White Dude's original rap name?
Right?
Because I got like one song with that.
Have it up on the screen there, right there. Yeah.
It was just like
that was. You know, I was gonna ask you. Did you have any other names
I had
prior
one rap
to?
name before that. I did, and I released one song. But we can get into that after if you want. But
What was that?
Not on camera now.
Drop that name real quick.
For original rap name, Rapsmith.
Rapsmith.
Like a blacksmith, like
Rapsmith.
Rapsmith, you know what I'm saying?
Rapsmith.
So I even had a song. I'll let you hear it later. It was crazy. I mean, I still had bars and sound back then, but I guess what led to the White Dude thing was everywhere I went, I usually have friends of brown or black descent, African, Jamaican, Haitian, Bahamian. Whatever. All people of all flavors and
shout out Trinidad. They're deep down here
Trinidad. A lot of shout outs on West Indian people. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody.
It's just a different vibe. Again, it goes back to what we said with the music with Florida. It's just different down here. It's not like where it's like like say in New York, other places you have little Italy, and you have this. Everybody's like separate. To here, it's not really that separate. Everybody kind of lives together.
Everybody's a neighbor on the same
If there's
block,
a neighbor on one block, you have like 10 different families.
Right.
And it could be like 10 different races.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? So
like Philly was different like that too, where it was all separated by neighborhoods.
Oh,
like
that's
the
dope.
Irish and the Italians didn't even cross their fucking streets.
That's
up
crazy.
in South Philly.
So you just grew up in
it
your
was
own
like
culture.
2009. I thought that shit stopped in the 60s. Like,
Yeah.
it's still.
That's crazy.
So growing up, in my hometown too, Miami. You feel me? But how was your writing process like when you first started touching the pen and and your beat selection process? Like how did that form and how was that like?
It probably say just like, well, like I said, if I'm being honest, I've always been kind of an observer. I was a very quiet kid, always like, due to my life and circumstance, childhood traumas, whatever.
2 eyes, 2 ears, 1 mouth type of thing.
You said it best. I just was always like I observed things and internalized them and this and that. Then I didn't really know what to do with that. And then I think that's probably why Tupac was always been my favorite rapper and most influential to me. Because it was
the passion,
exactly. And it wasn't like you had to be the super lyrical. You hadn't have to spit like whatever. It was like, it was about your feeling. You're talking about your life.
Make what you're saying matter.
Yeah, with whatever happened to you, talk about your life, how it happened to you, but say it with some real emotion and talk about it for real.
Right.
So when I kind of looked at that, that's when I kind of started writing like poetry and things as a kid and stuff like that.
Word type.
You know when there's ego, when it's ego driven, and when it's like the most humble. It's like you can hear that in an artist when you're listening to their song and just like we're watching their video, and you can see he had no ego when he was rapping. He was just, he was confident and boastful and shit. Like, he would.
You have to be confident and spit and be good. But
but when like tracks like Dear Mama and shit, that was. Nobody else, no other gangsters were doing anything like that.
Yeah,
it was a different feeling. It was like a different emotion behind it.
That's what I'm saying. There's just certain tracks that trigger people, or not, and especially when people, we're all emotional. We're all emotional as humans, bro. That's just
100%. That's
you're gonna contradict. You're gonna lie. You're gonna this. When you're growing up, when you're learning, you know. What I mean?
If you're not, then you're not human. You're a sociopath.
Every
right?
day, every day.
Those people are like in straight jackets
and everything.
Those non-emotional.
Every day we're still learning, bro. You learn something new every day, man. So appreciate that's dope, man. I like so. So when you hear a beat and all and you're writing shit, you basically talk of what you're feeling or what you're observing at the moment.
Yeah, it was never like, granted bars and ideas and playing with rhyme schemes, I like doing that, but at its core, I was never like doing this because I wanted attention from girls, or I never wanted to do this because I wanted to look cool. I was like, this is what I really feel, and I can say it in a way that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
and kind of like,
So instead of keeping it locked in.
It was like my therapy. Only child going through things, etc. This and that, whatever. So it's like that was like my way, like anybody, to
music,
therapize myself, or
sure.
whatever, if that's, word. And then
hey, salute for you doing it, man, because you got some dope shit, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Let's give him a shout out to that. Actually,
we got like a clip we can play.
Speaking of, we got
just listening to the
one. Playing some
listen to the track. I think it's the one I was listening to the other night.
TV status, man.
I think it's Everything Happened for a Reason.
Yes,
right?
They call me Mr. Everything Happened for a Reason.
Hey, you built this one up.
Yeah, that took some time. I layered that. That was 3 different locations, 3 different times. We was in the Everglades, a Spanish monastery, my personal church, this private residence out in the Glades, like 20 miles. I got a little connect out there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little sketchy out there in the Everglades.
Yeah, if you don't know the right people, them swamp boys will run up on you. They want if you're not in with the right crowd, they'll make you leave. So you know what I mean? Like that's so I got connects. Fortunately, I got connects out there. So.
Hey, shout out to my swamp people. I don't have no problems with them.
This is Everything Happens for a Reason by my boy White Dude on YouTube.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything.
No matter all the pain and the grieving, everything happens for a reason. Never feel ashamed or defeated. Everything happens for a reason. Believe me. Everything happens for a reason. Believe me. Everything happens for a reason. Stay on your grind, dude, and never look behind you.
Welcome to the rap world, wishing well, where everybody wish you well, but really wish you fair. Rather see your dreams on the shelf, so it seems they prevail, while you scream at yourself. Never that, snapping back, verbal grind, dude. Stop hiding, boy, let the Lord find you. His light is a guide, fool. Remember one thing, hindsight never blinds you. Let that breathe and soak, and hope start provoke. I got it locked and sewn. Am I a prophet? No. Just got hospice flow and an awkward soul on a face that's young and a mind that's old. Yet I take weed tokes and I speak these quotes that uplift these folks. It's not encrypted code, just words to help you grow.
No matter all the pain and the grieving, everything happens for a reason. Never feel ashamed or defeated. Everything happens for a reason. Believe me. Everything happens for a reason. Believe me. Everything happens for a reason. Believe me. Stay on your grind, dude, and never look behind you.
Shout out to work with all kinds of different people.
I've been putting in a lot of time down.
Super
down
dope
there.
track, super dope video, man.
You
did tell me earlier too, though. You worked as like you. I mean, you chop it up with people on how they
concept
like a
guy.
video concept wise. You know,
that's
shit,
how it
should
started.
Probably play out.
That's how it started. The influential concepts we were talking about my tat, like that's pretty much what it was. Like I was kind of like again an observer, and I'm like one who's always like loved movies as a kid. I love watching film and I like watching TVs even before music. I was like from 4 or 5 years old watching movies and watching people interact on the screen was something crazy to me. So so when I'm watching all that, I'm seeing things play out. Like it was easy for me with like for a friend of mine to be like, man, I'm trying to film this video, but I don't know what to do. We got a camera, but we don't know what to film, where to go. I'm like, I just do this right here and just have that in the background and film it like this, and they'd be like, oh, everybody be blown away. And for me, that was simple. I wasn't really good naturally at many things, and I think that's one thing about life. You got to find what you're naturally good at and try to feed that.
Niche.
Yeah, exactly. Find your niche and try to feed that.
In on that,
especially if you love
water
to do
that
it,
plant.
And, you're happy doing shit like that, then why not?
Right. So that was something that just kind of came easy for me with one of a handful of things, and I was like, okay. So I started doing that for friends. Okay, here, I more or less giving them a treatment. All right, this is what we're gonna do at this. Here's the location. Here's what you need. You need 3 models. You need this. You need this props. You need this. You need the smoke machine.
Damn.
That. Whatever. Blah. And I would have some props. I still to this day have some of my old stuff. My
like
old
a
money.
project manager.
Yeah. It was like like a PA at the same time.
So we're definitely gonna work.
So, I love doing concepts. Though I love building the idea.
It's a lot of work, bro. It's a lot of coordination.
Oh, I used to like write it out, like characters, like do storyboard.
Like you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
So to be on top of all of that,
yeah.
shows you got an
attentive. If you forget to
attentive.
bring the shirts for the shoot, and that would be.
Yeah, you don't want to forget your clothes to your own shoot or anything like that. That would look bad.
I might need your little assistance.
Oh yeah, hey, you never know. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'll spit on something. That was hard. That was a slider. That had good feeling. Like I said when I was telling, I forgot. Was it Polo?
Yeah.
He was telling me. He was thinking the same thing I said when he was hearing that stirred up pop behind the scenes. His new track, exclusive unreleased.
Hey.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
tuned.
It was a slider, and I'm thinking, man, this sounds like kind of something like some UGK old shit.
Yeah.
And then he had said the same thing. I'm like, bro, I was just thinking that this sounds like something from Texas.
Something from
Like
Texas.
something where you see them boys
Mississippi,
swinging down the
Texas.
block, listening to
Hey,
this, and I
right.
was like, damn, it would be
Those
hard.
fucking 3 foot long spokes coming off the side.
Yeah. I never really got. Hey, salute your thing. I think that's a little crazy for me.
That's wild.
That's a little. I
Watch
don't know
this-
what the
bro,
hell.
that would
It's
fuck
like
your
some Mad
shit
Max
up,
type
dude.
shit.
Yeah, that would fuck your shit
So
up.
you think it sounds a little bit more Midwest? I think it sounds a little bit more Southern, but it's a blend. I believe it's a blend.
Yeah, I think it's just like some Texas type stuff. I could see, you know what I mean? I could see like maybe Memphis, whatever. But anyway, it was the
Word,
Yeah,
vibe.
little
Word.
Mississippi.
Yeah, it's a little.
So what you working on now? Any new
Am I
music,
cooking?
anything
Oh,
else?
I got man. I came off a tour. We can get in a little detail after. I was
Tell us about
overseas.
that.
Yeah,
He was telling
and,
us some stories off camera.
Yeah, let's,
Yeah.
how long was it? How fun was it? How many, what was your body count? All those things.
Yeah, certain things I'm gonna say.
Denmark.
yes, and
Shout out
yes.
to Denmark.
Derek went straight to him.
Shout out
Hell yeah, bro.
to ESC and T Whitey.
Hey, shout out
6
ESC
o'clock
Promotions.
Studios. Shout out my boy
Elvis.
T Whitey and
And
ESC
you're the
for
best in celebrity.
linking me in.
Was in the building back there?
Yeah, we was doing. It was a good vibe. We went out to Denmark for about 2 weeks, and we was all over Denmark, man. Copenhagen, Roskilde, Holbrook,
That's pretty
Holbæk.
That's pretty dope.
Tearing up the club scenes.
Smoking Hagen.
Yeah, we was calling it Smokenhagen. I'm pretty sure we kind of brought that vibe over there. Some of them, now there might be people over there calling it that, but we was
Might have
calling
started
it that. We
something
started
there, bro.
noticing everybody calling it that, but
Yeah,
So
but
you started it.
So
You started it. It's all right.
Yeah, we-
started
it's
a
all
little
right. I don't know if we
ways, man.
started
You
it,
go
or
back
maybe
over
we
it,
fanned the
you see-
original
you-
flames.
you heard it
If
here
you see
first
it written
on
on
Southrageous.
T-shirts there, like
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
novelty shops,
You
you gotta,
heard it.
me and
you're
Elvis
gonna have to
got
lawyer
on
up and
camera.
get
You
some
heard it
credit
first
for
on
that.
Get some
Southrageous.
credit for that. You know, no, but there's good people out there. There's good people out there. It was
It's
a
a different
vibe.
culture, right? Different
It
vibe.
was like, just seeing the whole like, different European culture and
Yeah.
community.
He was saying
how
the
they
food and the
live, how
water-
they this. You know what I
Food
mean?
and water was a lot cleaner out there.
Everything was
Like,
cleaner. The food was different. Like no disrespect. I went to the bathroom better. I slept better.
Yeah.
Like
That's
the
what he
water
was
was
saying.
cleaner.
Yeah, man.
Like when you get out the
Different
shower, you
air.
didn't feel all that chlorine on your face,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
didn't
you
feel
realize,
like
bro.
it was like it felt like you just took a shower, like took a bath under a waterfall or something.
Wow.
And they live different. Like so, the bathrooms
That's
are a lot
dope,
smaller.
bro.
It's more minimalist.
That's
So even people that have
okay.
money, they don't live like
There's none out here like playing baseball in their fucking bathrooms.
right. Yeah, they're like
I've seen some bathrooms, bro. So some of these houses I work in, I'm in construction.
They're not.
like,
It's not. That's not big
holy
in their
shit.
culture. They don't care about having a huge house. I mean, they have nice things. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's not like a mansion out here, a 4 or 5 bedroom house out here. You could probably fit 3 of theirs, or what they would do. For
So you're
like
saying
one
it's
of
not
ours.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
It's
no,
Denmark.
it's different.
Saudi just builds their own cities out there.
Yeah. That was
Dude,
it was a
their-
good
Their
vibe.
fucking toilets are like 24 karat gold.
Yeah.
These chic princes and shit. Hey, shout out to him. Power to him. Not talking shit. Don't kill me.
His name is Derek. He lives at
Coconut Creek, Florida. Come see me. No,
Give
see
it, drop
me.
the Eddie, drop the pin. He ain't worried. He want all the smoke.
send me location.
You got any collabos, collaborations,
Yeah.
Can we see a Jay Savvy white dude?
Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely gonna have to see a Jay Savvy white dude collab for sure.
Chop it up around.
I always like being organic. First, before I get into I guess I got to do collab. I got a couple overseas collabs that I want to
there we
get
go.
into because I just want to shout people out properly.
Hey,
I don't like
for sure.
speaking too much about what I got going on, but I want to give credit, where it's due.
Go ahead, do it, bro.
Salute.
But so yeah, we definitely got some collabs out there. One with I shot up with Annalise Bremson, singer, got on a song, produced by mixed the vocals and produced was by Mark Bailey and NRA, Nicholas Adams, and then Danny from Home Chill Recordings was out there, doing his things behind the scenes. AJ helping out. Lots of people I want to give thanks to out there for being a part of. I'll say it a few times here and there because I got to give proper due, and then eventually, it'll be taken care of. But I got to give the credit for who was a part of the track and who laid it down. My boy Cash.
Yeah, for sure,
Cash
bro.
Marley sauced the hook that I
only
brought
right.
out there.
Cash
So
Marley.
I did a song out there, recorded with a beautiful person and singer, and at the same time, shot a video. The video was epic. Through Danny from Home Chill Recordings.
Yeah.
That was crazy. So off that, you meet good connections. I got a collaboration with T Whitey. Me and T Whitey are working on
T. Whitey,
something.
yeah, man.
So I got a
very cool.
collaboration with now I got another song that I'm working on. I'm releasing soon with Adam North, another producer from out there. So it's a very
Name
deep.
familiar.
I'm getting a little. I'm getting You know, a little, I mean, little sensual. Get my feet wet in a little bit different waters.
I see that.
But I got something different coming on some grown and sexy type with Adam North, a producer over there. So lots of things coming as far as some overseas collabs and good vibes, energies, and can't wait to get back. Really.
That's awesome. You're
White dude.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Shout out to all the people. Shout out to all the people that he mentioned.
Holla at T.Y. and Elvis, bro.
Shout out to all the people that he
promotions. I need my ticket to
trying to go to Denmark, bro.
Hey,
let's go.
Shout out ESC, man. Shout out Big Young Doe in the building.
Y'all ready to repeat that? Y'all ready to repeat that trip again next year?
Because you know what I'm saying? When you go out there the first time, I mean, look, ain't no lie. T.Y. got a good game plan. He knows he handles that. Him and couple people, they started that ball and got it rolling. Elvis is now a part, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm now a part. We're expanding to other territories. We're doing other things. You know what I'm saying? We got Formality tour is going to be going to Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? That's something I'm a part of and arranging. So it's going to be an influential international tour, you know, presented by Formality. So we're going to be out there, you know, doing some different things in the DR. Trying to expand it to different locations. There's more to come. You know what I mean? So
we would love to be a part
on
of
that
it,
tip.
man.
There's more to come. Listen, you will definitely be the first to know. You'll be privy to all the, you know what I'm saying, steps and where we're going. Hey, this is what we're doing before it's even announced. Trust me.
Blessings, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate
you heard it here
man.
first.
Sounds like fun.
It's on tape. It's recorded.
I appreciate that, man. Now look over here at Southrageous, man. We do this little weekly segment. It's called Piss on the Block, right?
Okay.
And so these gentlemen know better who pissed on the block this week.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let them talk. But yeah, let's run that up, bro. Let's run that up, man. Ma, we good?
Let's see who pissed on the block this week.
Piss on the block. Piss on the block.
Hey.
Piss it on the block.
Hey, yeah, man.
I told him he's got to go with the fuck it bucket segment.
Hey, yeah, man.
We gotta work that in.
That's another little one.
That's a segment right
there.
Pissing on the block. Piss on the block. Piss on the block. Piss on the block. Who pissed on the block?
Hey, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Who pissed on the block and who put the fuck it in the bucket? Yes, sir.
There you go.
Hey, yo, man. So now
go around and do a rating at the end. Gotcha. 1 through 10. Scale 1 to 10.
Play who pissed on the block this week, man? Because Maquito, you know a little bit better.
All right, so who pissed on the block this week? It's a gentleman by the name of Big Boogie.
Big Boogie.
I really don't know who he is, but apparently he might be a rapper. But he went on this show on a podcast and said this. And
oh my God!
Think he's pretty.
See what he's got to say.
Hey, bro.
You know, when you're young, you ain't too smart sometimes.
Where'd you go to college?
I ain't go to college, but I turned it down.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned it down just to do this, just to grind from the rap.
So you had an opportunity to do the drumming thing.
A scholarship and everything.
Where at?
I think it was like in Jacksonville. Yeah, a big band in Jacksonville. It was a big college though, and they offered me like 15, some shit like 10 million or something like that, 5 million, something like that.
Wait.
A scholarship.
Okay, but not $5 million. They offered you $5 million to play the drums.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Like, what the fuck y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was so younger, like,
wait.
I didn't know what it was.
Are you sure they offered you $5 million?
I turned it down. It was a scholarship, like, I had to go to school for this decade.
But you would get $5 million?
Yeah. It was somewhere, it was in the millions, though.
Listen, man. It obviously worked out because you have a gigantic pit bull.
No, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
So 4 years and he gets $5 million?
All right, go
What's
ahead.
he doing? He get come up. That's a come up in life.
So check it, dog. This is why he pissed.
When you're young,
this is why he pissed on the block.
Big time.
You really think this guy got offered that much money for playing in a marching band?
No.
In Jacksonville?
Can't remember the name. That was another thing I was thinking. They don't know a big school.
If he said Tallahassee, I would have been like, oh, all right, he's talking about FAMU, right? And then FAMU's not paying no bass drummer.
And then he went from 15 to 10 to 5 million. Like,
which one is it?
What about
50.
10.
35.
35. Hey, he was all over the place, bro. So I'm sorry, man. That's some bullshit lies. I hate.
So we got
I hate when people don't keep it like just be true to themselves, man. And so that shit, I think he pissing on a level of the 1 to 10. He's pissing 10 for sure.
10 for you?
Over pissing at me, the block right
Go
there,
ahead,
man.
D-boy.
Yeah, that's a badass lie on a podcast. It's like, all right, you got money and chains and stuff. You can say whatever the fuck you want at that point, right?
Yeah,
Who really
yeah,
gives a shit? But if you're like really trying to be taken serious, like, bro, I was in marching band. I could have played trumpet at FAU, right? Like,
did you go to college?
They're not paying. I went for a year. It was the best year of my life.
What he said.
But they're not paying no bass drummer 10, 15, 5, whatever, $30,000.
I was about to say that's a whole different league. I didn't know anything about
bass drum?
that.
Nah, dude. Maybe like quads or a snare or something. Like, you full of shit, bro.
What's your rating?
I give him a 9.
9. Okay.
You full of shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, white dude.
I give him probably a solid 9 because I'm letting him slide on ignorance, and I know it's total bullshit, obviously, but it's like the funny thing is like. It's such bullshit that it's like laughable bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's just like
because it's harmless bullshit.
Yeah, because it's harmless bullshit. Like, bro, you're not even good at lying.
You have to lie about that.
Like you're trying to lie so bad, you're not even good at that. Like, you know what I'm
hit
saying?
like
Like,
his pen too many times.
you know what I mean? It's like So it's just
he put them words in the fucking bucket. That's
yeah,
what
he
it
did.
is.
Yes, he did.
He's
And
filling
he
up that
pissed,
fucking
and he
butt.
pissed on the block.
All right,
What you think, man?
I can't let him slide. I'm gonna have to give him the 10.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
48.
You don't get that
ignorance
sliding.
is due to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no like to your point. There was no reason for him to lie at all. Like, right? He's what we call a pathological liar, right? He was caught in a lie, and he had to dig himself
trying to
deeper
save
and
face.
deeper and
Out
deeper.
that shit.
Bro, but like if you look in it, like tells all day, he's like, yeah, it was like a 10. Like he does a 10 to 15. He starts squinting his eyes. He's like, squinting his eyes.
I think
like
it was Jacksonville. You
knew he was lying for sure.
Yeah,
And he was just
exactly.
digging himself. Like I would have, if I was the interviewer guy, I would have took it even further. Like, oh yeah, 15
Right.
million. Like, okay, tell me about that. So how did it go? Was it school campus?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, feed into it. I'm
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
He would have kept going with it. He would have kept going with it.
Guaranteed.
Now you
he
got him
would
on
get
record.
so-
you
Now you got him on record.
bro.
Going hard.
Yeah, you would have just turned the story to where you wanted to go. You know,
Oh, bro,
Like, yeah.
guarantee he would have created like the
Alright.
most off the wall, awesome fucking story.
100%.
Yeah.
Alright,
Super entertaining.
So my man got that off. He got that off real quick. This is what I'm gonna play with y'all real quick. It's a game that we're gonna make a new segment. It's called, what's it called? Guess the artist. That's what we're gonna do.
Guess
Is that-
the
is that-
artist.
is that-
GTA.
that-
yeah.
That's what you put me
It's a
on to
new
that.
segment.
Guess the
That's-
artist.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
so
Guess the artist. Okay.
That's the artist.
Okay.
So
I didn't
this
bring
what
the
I'm
index
gonna
cards.
this what I'm gonna do. We don't got no cards here that you answer. So I'm just gonna ask you.
Okay.
You're gonna guess the artist, and I'm gonna rap probably like 2 bars. And whoever gets the most answers right, whoever the winner is.
Just the
man,
lyrics,
that's-
right? No music. Just the lyrics.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I could put-
just the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Be a little tricky.
the first two, I'm going to say some easy ones, so y'all get these. All right.
Okay.
All right. So guess the artist.
Guess the artist.
Guess this one,
I'm
man.
gonna suck at this.
I
Oh,
feel like
I gotta look through the easy ones.
I'm
but
usually
I'ma
pretty
give-
good. I'm like a human jukebox, but
yeah.
2
Oh,
bars.
shit.
Hey, but
Two
I'm
bars is-
gonna start off with an easy one right here.
If it's Mexican music, and I got you on lock. But
I'm a bad boy with a lot of clothes. Oh, I'm a bad boy with a lot of hoes. Got my own car. Got my own clothes.
I know the song, but I don't know who it is off the top of my head. Damn, I know what you're talking about.
If you know the song, I'll equivalent it. That's still good. I'm a bad boy.
who's
Got
it
a
for?
lot of
Who's
hoes.
it for? All of us?
Drive my own car.
I guess.
Own
right?
clothes.
Do you know
I got
it,
it.
Mike?
I'm
Do you
a
think you
bad
know
boy.
it? That would.
I'm a bad boy.
Snoop
Got a
Dogg.
lot of hoes.
I'm a bad boy. With a lot of
I had to think about it.
I would have been dead ass
He got
wrong.
it first. He's the winner on this
Drop it
one.
like it's hot, I think.
Yes, sir.
I think so. Okay.
Yes, sir. And that was Pharrell.
Oh fuck!
But you were close enough to get that Snoop Dogg one.
Okay.
He won the first round
Okay.
on that
I got
one.
a point.
Yeah, that was CD's nice shoe.
Good.
CD's
Hey,
ice cream.
Yeah,
damn it!
Exactly.
Good
$1 million
call.
boat.
Hey, he's a guest.
Fast
Oh,
coating
my
and
gosh,
wet
we got
spilling
that
down
one.
your throat. The
Hey, not-
interior color of fish eggs.
Hey, see, he said
Suicide
Interior
risk.
swear.
he said, "Oh, he's a guest. We gotta let him win. Don't be bullshit. Y'all didn't know that shit.
That's what
All
we
right.
do, bro.
Take a
All right,
second.
you got a
Think
smart
about it.
Smart
business tactic.
What's
Solid
the-
business
What's
tactic.
what's the
You got
next
the
line
first
later on
round.
it? Take a second. Think about
Let
it.
it.
That's all you had to do. You got
Breathe.
it.
Nah,
Yeah.
All right, Nate. All right, guess the artist. You wouldn't understand if you stood under it. It's like the more that I talk to you, the dumber that I get. Oh my God. The closer that I walk to you, the further that we stand.
I feel like I know this and it's not coming to me.
And do y'all know this?
Nah, I told you I was gonna.
I'm feeling in the dark right now for it. I'm trying to pull something out, but
imagine who would spit like that.
That's
Lil
what
Wayne.
I'm trying to.
I'm thinking. I thought of Lil Wayne too because he always has them over under bars. He be trying to like mix things, but
it's not that one.
Just guessing,
but it's not. No, but it's not.
Lil Wayne.
Run it back one time.
You wouldn't understand if you stood under it. It's like the more that I talk to you, the dumber that I get.
E40.
The closer that I walk to you, the further that we stand. Apart distant. Nobody had the upper hand, so my body's resistant. So now,
is that Andre? That's Andre, bro. Yeah.
Fucking. Why that should have came to me. That's good. That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
So it's 1-1 right now. That means Mike Ethos exited out. He exits out the competition. It's only between y'all right now.
Knocked out first round, just like always.
It's only between y'all now. Southrageous TV, man. Guess the artist.
At least you get in there, bro. I want to talk shit.
You're right.
I'm gonna try to do an easy one for you guys. Let me show you. Was born rough and rugged, addressing the mad public.
The voice tonality was the first thing.
You could have read that like a syllabus. I would have got that.
That's true.
Monotone. You could have been rapping to the public. I would have still got it.
Congratulations.
Did he not say he was? Did you not shout out Pac earlier?
I did shout out.
You're the first
that was
winner.
unfair. That's just lucky. That's luck on my part.
Hey, that's the first winner of it.
Hey, listen, you're the first winner of Guess That Artist.
The punishment is these dudes got to go down and do 10 push-ups right now.
Hell no.
Nah, he's like.
Nah, we ain't gotta do that.
See the way my knees
Friendly
work.
bets. Friendly bets.
Friendly bets, man.
See the way my bank account works. Takes 3 to 5 days
I try
before I
to
can
throw
do a
some easy
push-up.
ones for y'all, dog, but make them
Nah, that was
difficult,
good, though. I like it.
difficult,
That
and
was
not
good segment.
too
Yeah.
easy.
Because even trying to guess the artist based off the flow or the inflection,
right.
you know what I mean? Like,
cadence.
If you're just
yeah.
reading the words, then it'd be like damn near
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah, just fucking
Yeah.
throw it out
Except
there.
for some. Like, do you believe in life after love? Duh. Chair.
Yeah, you're right.
Where would they?
Born in the USA.
Right now?
It's like what? Come on, who is that?
Okay.
Stop.
But I'm not ready
Drop.
for that.
Open up shop.
All right, so we got another segment actually that we're gonna try new.
Hit up with your chips.
We just try.
I'm
fine now. I was tipsy earlier. I'm good now.
Recovered.
I can take the
Sobered
glasses
up.
off, but I'm good. I like them because the lights is bright.
A little bit.
Okay, they is kind of bright.
Look like police lights.
Guilty.
All right, so where would they?
Where have you
this
been?
Is,
Sorry, excuse me, sir.
Looking like police lights. He's having flashbacks.
Yeah.
So this is a segment, right? That we're
I think
calling.
I came home last night.
Where would they be?
No more locked doors.
Okay.
So we're
Where
gonna
would
give
they
you
be?
a celebrity, right? Famous celebrity, obviously, and you're gonna have to guess where would they be. So actually, you're not a part of it. It's just us three.
Okay.
We've already talked about this. Come up with.
We've created our answers. What you're going to do is pick who is the most accurate.
Okay.
We came up with a hypothetical situation. If this said celebrity wasn't a celebrity, what would they be doing as like an average citizen?
Gotcha.
Ready?
Right?
Gotcha.
So we
And you're
all
just
wrote
gonna
down our
choose.
answers. We did 2 celebrities. We all wrote down our answers. You're going to pick who you think.
It has who's more
Nailed
spot
it.
on. Who's
Yeah.
on? Okay. I can see
So
that.
who's gonna go first here? Huh?
Who we talking about?
I don't got what I got written down, but I'll still go first. What,
You don't. You don't.
I'm reading mine.
Who you got? Who we choosing from?
All right, let's start. So we got 2 celebrities, 1 male, 1 female. We're gonna start with Brad Pitt. You know who that is?
Oh, what?
Have you guys heard of Brad Pitt? Do we know
What
who
would he be if he
Brad
wasn't
Pitt is?
acting?
All right. So I think Brad Pitt, he would be a retired lifeguard.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's old. That's an old creepy dude that tries to lure
I wrote
young
mine down.
chicks into his little tiki hut.
Okay. It's getting real dark, but yeah, it's
you know
getting
what I'm
real
saying?
dark, but yeah.
Just put a little Molly and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Getting real dark, getting real dark.
Yeah, man. I think, but then he'll have like he'll be too high to do anything.
Okay.
Really like a Matthew McConaughey vibe. You feel me?
So he's a former lifeguard serial rapist.
All right.
He's a creepy dude. Yeah, he got that creepy dude.
But he's cool still because he's Brad Pitt.
He's
still.
Brad
cool,
Pitt.
right?
He's
He's
still
old
Brad Pitt.
He's an old lifeguard, so
But-
he's still shooting his game at the youngest. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
For sure.
He's just not Mr. and
All
Mrs.
right, so that's
Smith anymore.
Savvy's Brad Pitt. Go ahead.
So
That's gonna be
That's
hard
a
to
good
top.
one.
That's
a
gonna be
good
hard
one.
to
Yeah,
top.
it's a good one.
What the fuck did I write?
I wouldn't read nothing but on the top of the head, dog. Home piece.
I got one to surprise y'all at the end. I'm gonna make up one. Y'all gonna come up on the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
I said he would be a part-time skateboard salesman in Southern California whose full-time gig is a local mechanic that works out of his backyard and calls the cops on his neighbor for playing the drums too loud on weekends.
Yes. Damn. That's tough. Oh wow. That's detailed. That's a lot of layers. Give me that one more time, but because I'm picturing it all in my head. And I pick everyone he nailed, like everyone he stopped at, I nailed in my head. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. DJ, spin that shit. Brad would be a part-time. I just call him Brad, like not even Pitt. Brad.
First name.
It totally changes like your whole outlook on him, bro. Take the Pitt out, and it's a whole new level.
We on first name terms.
Brad.
Go ahead.
Brad would be a part-time skateboard salesman in Southern California whose full-time gig is a local mechanic that works out of his backyard and calls the cops on his neighbor every weekend for playing the drums too loud.
See, that shit was detailed.
That's pretty deep.
That's fuck.
That's pretty deep.
What is it? No stone unturned?
No stone, okay.
That's going to be tough.
All right, so I'm fine. I'm fine, okay. All right, so we have Brad Pitt would be selling surfboards on a beach in Costa Rica after he found his wife cheating on him with an Australian kangaroo breeder who was visiting their hometown of Charleston, South Carolina.
Why is he a kangaroo breeder?
God. Where the minds go? Where all minds
I can see it, though. I can totally see that happening. He looks like a South Carolina guy.
Could be.
One more time. So Brad Pitt would be selling surfboards on a beach in Costa Rica after he found his wife cheating on him with an Australian kangaroo breeder who was visiting their hometown of Charleston, South Carolina.
Do you like to scuba? Do you like to scuba? Do you like to scuba?
Me scuba. All right, man.
She like big fire in my trouser. Remember that? She make fire in my trouser.
Was that was a Rob Schneider?
That was Long Came Polly.
Oh, fuck.
That movie's so underrated, dude. That movie's so Rain Man. That was like
old school.
Old school. Hitting the brick off the back.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all made it tough, dude.
So that's your
his
choice,
is like
bro.
super dark but accurate. Yours is super funny but accurate. I feel like his is the most practical. So it's like, dude, it's like y'all put it at a tough spot.
Where would Brad Pitt be?
Who would Brad Pitt? Who would be?
Would he be in Costa Rica?
Would he be in Costa Rica,
California,
selling surfboards and fucking everybody's wife, or would he be a former lifeguard, a serial rapist?
Not a serial rapist.
Pretty much he's serial.
More or less,
bro.
Creepy old dude. Okay, maybe he's not assuming he's not taking it to rape. He's just groping.
What we think is
he's
happening in today's society.
I got you.
He's pulling the body.
Right.
It's got a Disney
Slight
ending to it, so there's definitely
rape. There's misdemeanors there, but okay. I'm just gonna go in the middle because I feel like his is probably the most practical.
Okay.
That what would happen if in real life? Because y'all's two got me. That was creative. That was creative. His is like right in the middle, like we're like, you know what it is what it is.
Derek. Ding. Good job.
Brad in Southern California. Shout outs, bro.
Selling skateboards, cursing out the neighbor.
Before this
shut your
ends,
drums.
before we switch on a different segment, we got one more, man.
Yeah, I got one. Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, and we gotta just come up with them.
Okay.
Come up with
Kendrick
Kendrick
Perkins.
Where would Kendrick Perkins be? Oof.
Okay. All right. Who wants to go first on this one?
I got a short, quick, and easy answer. He'd be a line cook at a Perkins in Orlando, Florida.
That's pretty good.
And he would own it. He would probably work his way up after 25 years and end up owning it. And he would change the name to Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins would be a high school basketball coach who I can't think of that. That's too easy.
That's too easy. Should have thought about that one. Not bad.
Wait, does he play basketball or something?
Go ahead.
Yes.
You want to finish that out?
No, I can't.
Oh, he's tapping out.
He's tapping out.
All right. I think Kendrick Perkins will be a Walmart employee that stocks all the shit and then
overnight.
Yeah, and then behind, like when he's stocking shit around, he just sings and dances to himself.
He got it. I give him that one.
Trying to push his mixtape on all his coworkers at 3 a.m. and they're like, they don't want to hear it. They got their headphones in.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Man, I'd be out there on the court with one of them if I did.
I got that
focus on a mixtape.
That's a pretty good.
So we got one more.
I had one in my head. I was thinking a youth minister pastor at a cookout.
Oh,
hell yeah!
I like that.
Just on the grill. Just
Pastor Perkins. These hot dogs are fabulous.
Perkins, the what's it called, the grill master.
Yeah, I can see him in some New Balances fucking it up.
Come on, children, come and get some of Pastor Perkins'
New
patties.
Balances fucking it up at the grill. I'm telling you.
It's either that or he's a dope dealer selling perks.
Hey, you know I got that Perkins.
I got them nice
fuck around
Perkins.
with me. No, I got that new Perkins, bro.
Yeah.
Come check it out.
Granddaddy Perk.
One more. All right, last one.
That's hilarious.
Sorry, my phone is
Let's do a girl, man.
All right, we're gonna do a female. All right, we chose
Ice Spice.
Ariana Grande. You mentioned Ice Spice actually.
Yes.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
I don't like her music, but
Hey,
I love her
Ariana
for some
Grande,
reason. I
dog.
love her
Come
voice.
on.
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Who wouldn't pick her up and baby boy her around the crib?
She's
Yeah, you
from,
see, you know baby boy
I'd
from
stepdaddy
from
her.
the Boca
Oh my
area,
God,
man.
dude.
Boca Raton.
All day.
Yes, sir. All right, sir.
I would pick her
Ariana
up.
Grande.
I'd take her across the living room in the air.
All right,
What you
got
think
for
she'll
Ariana
be?
Grande from her?
What, if she wasn't a singer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess she'd be working at Taco Bell, flirting with everybody.
Hey, listen, that was
I swear I saw her there like a week ago, bro. She was flirting
Flirting
with
with
me
all
at
the older
drive-thru.
managers. All the older managers hit every couple months.
How about that raise?
Listen, that was kind of similar to me because I was like, Ariana Grande would be a ballet instructor who was rejected by Juilliard because she was a little too promiscuous.
That's deadly accurate. That's like deadly accurate. I can see that. My ankle fucked up.
I said Ariana Grande. Okay, I said she would be a sign language interpreter who's going deaf, who really sucks at her job, so she goes home to suck more for practice.
Savvy got some twisted dark
Fucking
shit.
dark, bro.
Savvy Stephen King in the making.
We're taking him to therapy this week. We're working on it.
It's natural. It's real. It's accurate.
She's a sign language interpreter who's deaf, so she really sucks at her job.
Yeah.
So she has to go home to suck some more.
What does that mean?
practice.
She's like suicidal when she gets home?
No, she's practicing a different
It's
suck.
a
Oh, I'm
double
sorry.
entendre.
Double entendre. I hear you. I hear you. Good on
Go
good.
ahead,
Now I like it a little more. Now I like it a little more.
It's still
Ariana's
dark,
a
but
little-
I like it.
It's still dark. Yeah, I like it. Stepdaddy.
I was. What are you doing, step bro?
Yeah, what are you doing, Step? Everybody's out of town. Can you help me? Can you help me try to fix my bra? I'm like,
I'm stuck in the dryer.
I'm stuck. I can't get out.
You know you've all watched that shit. Don't judge me. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
All right, so I said Ariana Grande would be a hostess at a Red Lobster while going to school for hospitality and nursing. It's her second attempt at schooling after dropping out to pursue a failed career in music.
That's deadly accurate. That's even That's like dead nut accurate. That's pretty good. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't do accurate. I did funny.
He did funny. You guys did.
Well, I thought it was funny.
All right, so you got one last choice, big dog. So would she be a ballet instructor who was rejected by Juilliard?
I like that one. Ballet
She was
instructor.
promiscuous?
Ballet rejected by Juilliard.
I agree with Mike.
All right, cool.
I like Mike.
Ding,
I
ding,
think he'd
ding.
get one,
Not a
Mikito.
sign language interpreter.
Nah, fuck that bitch. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I think you need a better delivery.
All right, so
We got a judge in the building?
No, that concludes the. Where would they be?
Okay. But hold on.
What about the Dolphins coach? You ever seen the Dolphins coach?
Since you want to
Like
get
Mike
into
McDaniel?
sports?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the guy that was snorting lines and shit.
Hey, let's get into sports, bro, because it's football season.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
It's football
It is
season.
Fantasy
football
leagues.
season.
We got a judge
Who
in
you
this
picking
bitch.
number
Come on.
one?
I don't know if Martin, you can zoom in on these suspenders here after
here we
Savvy
go.
gets out of the way.
Yeah. Raiders spenders. I hear you.
Yes, sir.
He's a Mexican that's never had to cross the border. A solo man that's never played a team sport in his life. Judging today's athletics after barely graduating high school and no law degree, this is Balls in Your Court.
All right.
Hey, what up?
Rise.
All right.
Y'all know Judge Maquito's here for all your sports needs.
I know we had to switch up attire
Yes,
right
sir.
quick
Yes,
because it's
sir.
football
Fucker.
season, baby.
So we got our sarapes on, you know. Jay,
Hey.
tell them where we got these, big dog.
Hey man, our judge Mike Ito right here just came back from his motherland, Mexico.
Mexico.
Hey, shout out to the Mexicans out there. Shout out to the cartels too.
Tango los gatos, los pantalones.
Hey,
Shout out
man,
to
but
the tequila, man.
Shout out to you for really providing
gifted us
with the
listen,
teams
incredible
we love
fucking
and the teams that we think are going to dominate the fuck out this season.
We're in the middle of football season.
Two a time,
bro.
baby. It's two a
Now,
time.
we're not in the middle. We're at the start of football season, bro.
We're here.
Super
It's
excited,
here, fellas.
This is it. You know
I
what
wasn't
mean?
excited 2 months ago, but I'm stoked now.
It's two a time,
Yeah,
baby.
definitely. So we had to represent our teams a little bit for Balls in Your Court segment.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
drop your teams in the comments.
We're
gonna make fun of you for them.
Fins up, baby. Fins up.
Hey, fins up.
Fins up, baby. Fins up.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's all good.
Fins up all day.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do finish up our pick'em segments, right? So
let's go.
We got two divisions left, or well, I guess two sides. Right?
Yeah, we
Two
have
directions. All right. So last we picked the NFC West. And I'm sorry, we picked the South.
South.
So
AFC
now
South.
AFC South, NFC South. Now we're gonna do the NFC West and AFC West.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Who's gonna win the division?
Hey, so go ahead, Judge. Name the teams off.
All right,
to us.
so AFC West we have. Oh, go ahead. I'll let him.
We'll start with the Raiders.
So the AFC West we have the
Raiders, the Queefs, the Broncos, and the Chargers.
When he says Queefs, he means Chiefs.
The Kansas City Queefs.
He's a hater.
Yeah, he hates it.
Raiders, Chiefs,
Broncos, and the Chargers.
So who you got?
Me?
White dude, we'll put it right on. We'll put it right on you. White dude.
I hate. Unfortunately, I hate that you have to go with history and go with trends. Chiefs.
Yeah.
Easy choice.
It's easy choice. It's kind of. It's not hard. Not hard to pick that. It's Chiefs. They're
Name the teams again.
Raiders, Chiefs.
Chiefs, or Chiefs.
Yeah, more or less. In that division,
you know where he's going.
Second place is second place.
I'm picking the Raiders, bro. Fuck that. I'm picking the sleeper.
They got a chance, bro.
What was that? Raiders, Chiefs. Who
Mahomes get injured. You
Broncos and Chargers.
And the Chargers.
Bro,
it's a tough division, bro.
We're gonna put them in the dirt.
You got Herbert.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one.
Okay, I like the little underdog.
They do have a squad. They got a defense.
They got
Herbert could blow up.
Bro. They got Mike Williams. They got what's that? Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Got the little fast kid. Little Jit. What's his name? You talking about the running back? I had him last year in my fantasy. Austin Eckler. I had him my.
Eckler's a beast, man. I had him in my fantasy draft too last year, bro. He's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
I whoop his ass though.
Right,
he don't want to see me in a dark alley by himself.
What's y'all pick? Y'all got that?
I got
we got
You went Chargers. Y'all went Chiefs. I'm going Raiders. I'm going Raiders.
We'll see what y'all turns out
as the sleeper.
Go ahead, man. How you feel? This is your division, bro.
Devontae Adams. We just got the best tight end in football. Josh Jacobs will come back for week 1. We upgraded our own line. We got Hunter Renfrow.
The best tight end. The best
in college.
Oh, college. Okay.
Yeah, we drafted the best tight end. Michael Myers.
Okay.
Who's the quarterback again?
Jimmy Garoppolo through week 5, and then we got Aiden O'Connell out of Purdue when Jimmy goes down, and this kid's going to be the next Tom Brady. Aiden O'Connell.
Gives a fuck, man.
Aiden O'Connell.
In my broadcast boy's voice. Who?
Sorry. So the Raiders. Okay, so then we have the NFC West. So the NFC West, we have the Niners,
the Rams,
the Seahawks,
Cardinals,
and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals,
Niners.
I'm taking the Niners. I feel like McCaffrey in a full season.
It's pretty hard to pick against them, bro.
With the offense they got cooking.
I agree.
Debo Samuel,
their defense
is top tier.
Yeah, I
Pass
agree.
rush is incredible.
That's a hard team.
Defense secondary scary.
That's a hard team to pick against in that division.
They're pretty stacked, bro. They got
inconsistent.
The only thing would be their quarterback.
Kittle.
They got this. They got Brock
Your only
Purdy.
weakness is quarterback.
I mean,
the only thing would be quarterback. They got
Ayuk.
Brock Purdy, who's played good towards the end of the year, but he
got
bro.
hurt.
He's only 8 games in, bro. Like people have been watching tape on his ass.
Yeah.
So that would be the only thing. But they got everything else, right? They got the line, they got the receivers, they got the
system
defense.
for a plug and play quarterback though, because he went down and then somebody else stepped up when Purdy went down and got injured. They were and then the third string quarterback got hurt. They had like no fucking quarterbacks last year.
Everybody
but they were still
out,
they were still winning.
That was the thing
because
last year
their
too.
system,
Everybody was
plug and
getting
play.
injured left and right, man.
Well, but you know,
Holy
in
shit,
football
they were
today,
dropping
though,
like
you gotta
flies.
expect that. Like, I'm a Dolphin fan, right? And everybody keeps saying, well, and I like Tua. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good kid. I think he's a good quarterback. But everybody keeps saying, oh, but if he stays healthy, we could do this. But if he stays healthy, we could do this.
Yeah, but that's a big.
It's like, bro, but if I had a tennis dick, I'd be in porn. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole
if my
point
aunt
is,
had balls, she'd beat my uncle.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
As much as I love the Dolphins, man, he has improved Tua has improved to me that he could be a leader right now, and that's what we need in the
he needs to
in
be
a quarterback.
available. I think
in our quarterback position, we need a true leader, man, to really spark.
But listen, since we're talking about Tua and the Dolphins. Like, let's pick the AFC East, right, which is the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Bills, and the Jets. Tough division, bro.
So tough
Jets
division.
just got better
because the Jets, if would be probably the toughest team to face.
Forget
But
the Jets.
But exactly.
I hate the Jets,
Fuck the Jets, bro.
I hate Aaron Rodgers and I hate
More hype and every year hype. Yeah,
So
what's up?
bad.
Fins up, baby.
Our
I'm
Fins-
talking
Oh,
about
you know we got
Savvy.
two Fins
That's what
right
I'm
here.
talking about, Savvy.
Our
Fins
Fins
fuck
are
up.
gonna
You got
regulate.
two Fins
bro.
right
Yeah,
here. What you
bro.
got?
Straight up.
I don't know,
I-
dude. It's tough. It's tough. Jets just got better with Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, they did pick up
Our
Dalvin
offense
Cook.
and our defense is
Prime
big
is past
right
them.
now too, dog. Like
Who's the Dolphins' backup? If Tua goes
Teddy-
down, because Tua got fucked up last
Teddy
year, bro.
Bridgewater.
No, he just signed with the Lions.
Oh,
Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. That's
Skylar
right.
Thompson. Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Dude looks
and
like
we-
Travis
and
Kelce's
we have-
little brother.
We have
Like
Mike
his
White
twin.
as well.
That's what
Mike
scares
White
me.
he was dope with the Jets as
We
a
have
backup.
Mike White as well. So
That's what scares
mean,
me.
Shit, dude. The
Right,
Bills
that's what
too,
I'm-
though. I
That's what
still
I'm
like
saying.
the
That's what
Bills.
scares me too. We need a leader, bro. And
I like Buffalo. I'm gonna go
and
with
not only
Buffalo.
that, like Tua got
Josh
injured
Allen.
left and right last season.
Can't
It's,
go wrong.
it's probably I don't know
Can't
if he
go
got
wrong with that
CTE
offense.
now. I don't know if something wrong with his head. Like
I don't think you get CTE that quick, but you know what I mean?
Hey, you never.
I'd like
All
to
right, so
see
you
Miami
got the
take it.
Dolphins. You're sticking with.
I'd like to see. I'm rooting for the Dolphins, but
Yeah, I'm the
my
same way.
pick
I'm
would
gonna
be
root for 'em.
Buffalo.
Except when they play them boys, and we're gonna whoop that.
He's going
But yeah.
Bills. He's going Bills.
Bills, and then go ahead. Dolphins.
I'm
sure.
going like the same reason I said I hate to say it, but if Tua stays healthy, I feel like the Dolphins will.
That's
I
a
think
big
we
if, huh?
We go as far as long as Tua's going to play. In this day and age in the NFL, you guys expect your quarterback to be out 1 or 2 games or whatever, but if he's going to miss 5, 6, 7, 8 games every year,
Yeah,
it is what it is. We're never going to get anywhere.
It's not no bueno.
So-
No bueno. Every game counts in this season.
No bueno.
No.
In this,
No
in
bueno.
this sport.
No
bro.
bueno.
So I'm gonna go with the with the Jets, bro. I hate to do it, but I just have a feeling. I just have a
Fuck
feeling
the
that
Jets.
the Aaron Rodgers, you know, like
suck.
Aaron Rodgers, though.
They're
I
good,
hate,
bro. They
that's the
got a
reason you don't want to
squad.
go with the Jets either.
I hate
because
that Aaron
it's-
Rodgers went there.
It's his
Damn.
first. It's his
Yeah,
first
dude.
year with them, though. They might not have the chemistry that you think.
bro, they might have, they might find it and just fucking. I've seen it, bro. I've seen it happen. Even with Brett Favre.
happens
Might
quick.
and the maybe is that, and we
Yeah,
got
but
more.
but
we
it's
got,
happened
on
before.
this team. We got more than mights and maybes. We got
Yeah,
for sure.
it's the
So,
top
Bro,
one.
you got a
believe it.
quarterback who
I
might
There ain't no
quarterback who
quarterback
might
in the
make it to the
NFL.
Gotta
field.
believe
You were just talking about how the quarterback sucks.
That's
and it's
so
not even-
wrong, dude.
Hey,
You're
but-
sucking.
hey,
Aaron
but we
Rodgers
still-
hasn't
we
missed
still-
a game in
we
like how
still got
long,
a
bro?
solid-
Like
we still got a solid.
that's a Hall of
offense
Fame
and defense,
quarterback.
You do, but the
I'm rooting for my
quarterback
boys.
is the big question. That's the same thing with the Cowboys.
But the question is that's
Right.
that's the question because when he's on the field, it's not a question. It's just can he stay there?
that's a big question,
Yeah,
bro.
Right.
kind of.
That's a
Hey, I'm
pretty
looking-
important question.
I'm looking
Every
forward.
year it's-
I'm looking
I
forward.
want to say
question.
I can't really disagree with you. That's the
Yeah,
hard
that's
part.
Hey,
what I'm saying.
I'm
So,
looking forward
not
for
putting him down,
for
it's
Tua.
just
I'm
a
looking
reality.
forward for Tua to prove us wrong.
All right, so one last division
To prove us wrong.
which would be mine, and everyone I think knows what my choice would be. But it's going to be the NFC East,
That was
which is
funny.
the Cowboys, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Eagles. So y'all go ahead and choose. Y'all go ahead and choose the Eagles like y'all want to choose.
I'm choosing the Eagles on that one.
I already knew that.
I'm
like the
going. I'm
Eagles.
going Philly.
Go ahead,
Philly
Birds.
on that, like
Go ahead,
I'm
do
go-
it.
I'm
I want
going
all y'all
Dallas,
to
bro.
do it. I
I'm
want
going-
all y'all to
I'm
do
go-
it.
no, I'm
This is
going Dallas.
recorded right now.
I'm going Dallas.
Today is
he's going
August
Dallas with you.
19th.
He's going Dallas with you.
I'm going Dallas.
I'm going Philly, man. Philly gonna spank
I like
y'all
Tony
boys.
Pollard to have a breakout year. Like a crazy breakout year. Tony Pollard's going to tear it
TP?
up this year.
all right.
Nah,
cool.
you know
Bring the TP, wipe all that shit up.
I'm going underdog.
Giants.
Giants, baby.
Oh, okay.
Big Blue. Big Blue's tough team.
Danny Dimes.
They coming back.
He's
Danny
putting his
Dimes a
money
little
in Danny
underrated.
Dimes,
I think
huh? Said the
Saquon's coming back.
Giants.
Saquon and his thighs gonna be taking over.
He signed his deal.
You see how big his legs are, dog?
That's a big.
That's a
Saquon.
big
Bro.
dude.
That's a,
Saquon's
that boy got
that
them
short
That
jumping
dude's got
stack.
sequoias
He's a beast,
under his
man.
I
waist,
watched this.
bro.
You
Jumping
watched the
fast.
pivot?
Yeah.
You ever watched the pivot podcast?
I haven't seen it. No.
Channing Crowder was roasting him
Yeah,
on
the pivot.
on the pivot podcast.
Yeah.
Talk about how
Pivot
big his legs
podcast.
are. He goes, bro, your legs are abnormally big.
They don't even look
Like,
real,
it's
bro.
like your thighs are abnormally
This shit
big.
don't even look real, bro.
Bro, like it was crazy. It's cracking me up. But no, but I think Big Blue's coming back, and I'm sorry, bro. I love
Nah,
Dallas.
you good, bro.
It ain't because of you. But here's the thing, I'm
It is.
not a believer in Dak, bro. I'm just not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I'm
Yeah.
not sold on
I'm
Dak.
very, very
Nah.
like even keel, bro. Like to me,
He's
there's
weird,
no
man.
expectations.
He's a strange situation.
He's hot and
because
then he's
it's
cold,
like-
man. He get,
No.
you know?
Listen, so okay, so it's a little, let me talk a little bit about it. Then, so to me, it's like he's a really good quarterback. Like he's above above average, but he's not he needs help around him. Like everything needs to be perfect for him.
Yeah, he needs. Exactly.
Can he do it? Yes, 100%. I believe it. But
yeah,
he's not the dude that And then because the Cowboys get a lot of coverage, there's a lot of pressure put on him, and like the expectation of like him being
is always high,
a certain level of quarterback.
Thanks Skip Bayless for that.
You know what I mean? It's just it's what it is, and I accept that. So I know what's up.
Skip.
Hey,
Skip. Look, Skip.
Hey, check it out before
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Hey, but before we wrap this thing up, dog, I do have a question of the week. That I asked to the audience out there and those tuning in, and I want to ask all you gentlemen.
No, I don't want to answer.
And this one's a little bit of a vivid question over here because it is what it is.
It sticks with that dark theme Josh was talking about.
Hey man, that's what y'all put me over. Hey, I want y'all's opinion
Ocean
too.
Gate deep.
And this is for the men. This is a question for the men out there, man. All right. So, you guys, man, and y'all out there, the men over here, if you had to choose from having to pick between a beautiful girl with a tight pussy who gives horrible head or a girl with a loose ass pussy who gives the best head, which would you choose?
Damn.
It's either
tight with bad head or loose with good head.
It's either tight pussy, horrible head, or loose pussy, best head ever.
I'm gonna go with loose pussy and good head because you always got an ass.
My man.
You always got an ass.
Hey, I love that answer, bro.
My man. See, that's how you
I
fix
can't
the
have
problem.
no teething and shit going on
That's why
down there,
men
bro.
solve solutions. That's why men have. That's why
Modern
men
problems
run the world.
require modern solutions.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's a modern solution right there. It's like, listen,
I'll drop the mic if it wasn't mine.
But you still got an ass. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what is there really to go there? I think my man said it best. I said, I mean,
that's why I'm glad he went first because that.
She's gonna be real busy. They're gonna have to be certain agreement. Listen, honey, you're gonna have a sore throat quite often.
You might,
you know what I'm saying?
You might not want to sit down.
You know what I mean?
You're definitely not gonna be a singer.
Yeah.
Might have to budget around lube a little bit as we get older, but
it's okay.
We'll work it out. We'll work through it.
We gotta put lube in the budget.
Yeah, that's what it is. We can always see. We can always practice.
Gotta get those Costco big gallons.
Yeah, we can always
buy bulk of that shit.
What's up, Mikey? What you got?
We can always practice Kegel.
I think Derek just gave
us
awesome
Kegel
answer,
exercises in.
That's it.
He said Derek gave the best answer.
I just think it's like kind of the answers you give, where it's like he found a loophole, bro.
He broke the code right there. He just broke the code right there.
Yeah, he found the loophole,
I
bro.
can't even front on homie cracked the code right there, dog. Like that was like.
That's no judge. That's the answer right there.
That's like checkmate. It's checkmate.
That's
like damn, checkmate.
That's checkmate.
If you disagree, don't say anything in the comments.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. Hey, but
that's funny.
But yeah, we definitely gotta hop on the track for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Where can people find you out there? Because I want you to let them know you got not only dope ass music, but you got visuals, and you plan on having some more visuals and a lot more collaborations popping up. Man.
Got a nice team around you there.
So
appreciate you. Shout out to my main producer Cash Marley. Shout out to Big Cash.
What up, Cash?
You can Google him, CA $H Marley, and shout out to my boy Skrilla. He gives me some gems here and there. Shout out to Suave House. Make sure you follow him.
Hey.
Yeah, man, just doing things, man. Just trying to work. I'm actually going to be upcoming starring in a film short. Nice. Shout out to Shanks Larson, directing for Sacred Film Group. I'll be Logan Charles. It'll be a series called Charles, where I'm a private investigator with a dark side.
Okay.
So it's like...
I have to bring Savvy on to help.
So I'm the perfect writer for that one.
Cameo.
We got that coming up. We got Distance from Doubt featuring Annalise Bremson that I shot in Copenhagen with Home Chill Recordings. That'll be coming out in a video out there. And then
Smoking Hagen. Shout out to
Smoking Hagen.
Smoking Hagen.
Shout out them boys in Smoking Hagen. Shout out to them Home Chill boys. And then, then I got some other songs coming out, man. I got a lot of things coming, a lot of things in the works, and a couple videos lined up coming to come out. So just basically just looking for the right time. Coming off this international tour, then an upcoming Dominican tour. It just seems like things are converging at the right time to release material. Like homie said earlier off camera,
Absolutely.
you never want to wait forever. There's never a right time.
Never a right
The
time.
reality is there's never a right
Now,
time.
it's like-
You gotta just keep going now and go with what you know, and then just don't. And the last thing I would say about that is just don't chase the end result.
Yeah.
The more I just started like doing and living, because if you're like doing this and you're going through the motions, you're not really having fun, you're not enjoying yourself.
Then why are you
You're
even
just
doing
stressing
it?
yourself and
Why
giving
you-
anxiety. Like, why are you doing it?
Why
What's
you
the
doing
purpose?
it?
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
Like,
purpose? Almost like if you don't have
Yeah.
a purpose.
The
for it,
reality
then
is it's
why-
hard to do this as it is, and it's unlikely as it is unless you get a blessing, a break, or opportunity.
Right.
So if you don't enjoy it, then you're just wasting your time. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So it's like once
Do a
I
hobby you
started,
don't enjoy, like-
got past that after several years of work, the last handful of years, things have been different. I've just been seeing different and just enjoying different, and gravitating to who gravitates towards me, messing with who messes with me, and then just building, not worrying about what the haters,
Yep.
not this and that, just focus, tunnel vision, just do what I got to
That's
do,
it.
and then just whatever happens, happens.
And keep it
That's
100 with
what's up,
yourself
man.
and
You know
make
what
you
I'm
happy.
saying?
And
But if you follow me at White Dude Music at all social media platforms,
Everybody follow my homeboy,
Yes.
and I don't know if it's okay with you, but me being an artist myself, I don't know if I could put you on the spot just to kick a little acapella verse for the
got
people
you.
real quick.
Got you. No problem.
Hey, White Dude, let's get it, man.
Yeah.
Southrageous.
check it.
Pardon to all my critics, my bars are parasitic. A virus so exquisite, papyrus is from a clinic. A martyr to all these cynics with problems with how I spit it. Slaughtering all their gimmicks, harder than quantum physics. Captivating sounds when decapitating nouns. Too many claim king, exaggerating crown. I'm the savior of syllable. Behavior is criminal. I slay individuals when their rap skills minimal. The hate is plentiful cause my profit residual. Your pockets is pitiful so your logic is minuscule. I'm sick with a conscience of ubiquitous concepts. Consistent with options, reminiscent of hospice.
Let's
My vision
go.
is constant with a grind that's obnoxious. Continuous gossip, cause I'm dripping in ostrich. Holding you hostage with these strenuous topics. The spoken professor, hand-woven conjecture. Most potent of texture, the inspector of lecture. As I open perspective, when this music reflective. Now I'm out of space jettison, smoking on that medicine. Never let the devil in, bright idea Edison. Verbal embezzlement, past prime veterans. Lying and embellishing, that's why they disguise and hide who they are inside. Hip-hop never died, y'all just started telling lies, dude.
White Dude. Let's go.
You got hyenas.
Got
Hey,
you.
Hey,
Got you.
blessings, man.
Hey, bless you, man.
And we do really appreciate you
you.
coming through, man. You got to slide through more often, dog.
Yeah, bro, I'll come by, bro.
Drop some
Definitely. It's not
gems
that
in
far.
the
Bro.
studio
Come by,
right
hang
here.
out.
Collab,
Yeah.
Ah,
I appreciate
I
you.
got some beats too, so we'll
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna end it off with a little bit of one more trip. Here.
hey, one more trip, bro. Let's take one more trip. Hey, fins up, baby.
Oh, Raider Nation.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Let's go. This is me and Savvy's new single, Jark D, Southrageous. New single coming, One More Trip. Check it out.
Yeah.
When my liver's old, my lungs tarred up, but still I spark up a smoke on the go to a destination unknown. So please, no questions, let's keep them guessing. What are we on? Working out, eating good, remain health-wise. But after that, it's smoking liquor in me, thinking it helps fine. Women and gambling, damaging threw me off, but I held mine. Feet on the ground, and I'm still feeling on cloud nine. So here's a little road that I gotta get right. If I gotta go, then I'm gonna get mine. I'm focused on focused, I notice my motives were built to be prime all the time. Look on the rise, it's good to be live and above. Nice to be feeling the cup. Always love when it's love. If it's fake and it's fuck, one more trip on the way up. Like life is just begun. Look at all the silver linings, baby. All I need is one more trip around the sun. Promise you and I will go crazy. Trying to find gold.
Those days, wake up,
mafia's poor. Gotta get back to work, cause I gotta get paid. Stop, I couldn't afford, but I'm done with making this minimum wage. I'm taking the road the Almighty has paved. Single as fuck, yet I'm fully engaged. Left my hometown a month before May to learn about life, and I ain't been the same. Some of y'all hate the way that I changed, and I love it to death. While you holding your breath, turning blue in the face, and you hope I collapse. I've accepted this fact, I ain't new to this game. Underdog, under the radar, and under influence. The thunder is brewing, my numbers are moving. In love with producing, the music is everything. Fuck what you think. Yeah, I do this shit for myself. I don't need approval or to get my views up. I just hope one day this helps. Anyone who listen with no pot to piss in, but understand the true wealth. Our riches lie in a place so high you won't find it on no shelf. I'm talking about life. Yeah, and I'm doing damn fine. Tryna walk all over me, shit, go ahead. I'm a motherfucking landmine. Watch your head bounce when you hear the boom. Get the fuck out the way when I clear the room. I don't make the rules, but I break them, dude. This is Sharp Productions, more coming soon.
Pew, pew, pew. We ain't dead yet.